Hey y'all! Welcome back to our Christmas countdown with Darren at day number 5. As you can see, I've already picked up my crayons and have started coloring Darren. So I'd like to invite you to pick up your crayons or colored pencils and color along with me. Let's color. Today in the story, if you remember, Darren isn't sure what has happened to all his nativity pieces. So he asks his mom, and his mom gives him an angel. And in the nativity story, angels are pretty important. They are messengers of joy and good news and hope. And they just bring a magical aura to the Christmas decorations because of that symbolism. And they always remind me of my mom too, because she always has collected angels as long as I can remember, along with nativities. So they remind me of my mom too. They are definitely a big part of the decorations at my house as well, not to the extent that my mom has, but I do have some angels up on my Christmas tree and a couple other places. So we are just coloring Darren right now. We're coloring the base color. And coloring isn't just about filling lines. It's about adding your personal touch. So I'm coloring Darren green, but you might color him purple or blue, and that's okay. I'm just about done with the base color, and then we'll go back in and we'll add some shadows and highlights. And I guess the reason why I chose green for Darren is because when I think of the type of dinosaur Darren is or resembles, they're usually more of a greenish color. And so I'm more of a traditional person, I suppose. So we're just finishing up the main part of Darren, and the next thing we'll do is to color in his spots and the ends of his hands or feet, whatever you want to call them. That will be in just a little bit though. So as we finish up Darren, we are also trying to remember about the tree in the background and everything that we have done before, so we can be consistent. So now we'll finish Darren and his little spots. But yeah, if you have any stories about angels, maybe you have them on Christmas tree or use them as a tree topper instead of a star, you can drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I think the next thing we're going to color is Darren's. We're going to add the shadows. That's what we do. I almost forgot to do that. So we'll just take our darker green and add some shadows under Darren's chin and under his arm. And we'll fill in his nose too when we get there. So a little bit more there as we finish up around Darren's arm. And we'll make the back arm a little bit darker as well, so that it's more contrasty. And down by Darren's leg, well, we'll make that a little bit darker as well. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Just want to say, if you have been following along with us, I hope you've enjoyed what we're doing, and you can leave a like or a comment so that way we can know if you would like us to do more coloring with you guys, and that would help us out a lot. So it looks like I'm just adding, I'm gonna go ahead and add a few highlights as well with that same green that I did Darren's spots. We'll just finish that up. And then we'll go in and finish off his nose and his tongues. And we'll use not a bright red, but we'll use a reddish orange color to finish off Darren. And I think next thing we'll color is the tree skirt. We have a pretty purple that we'll be using. So we'll just go ahead and knock that out. We'll go around the edge. And then we'll fill in the rest as we go along. We're just about done with that. Now I'll just add a little bit of blue to give it a little bit more texture. Just a hint. Then we'll go back in and add just a little more purple to make it a little darker near Darren. And then we'll go ahead and let's do the Christmas tree next. We'll start at the top and work our way down the tree. And like I said, if you have any stories about angels, you can drop those. I guess angels, not only are they messengers, but they are also warriors. I know we have a picture of what angels are, and a lot of times they do come in peace, like when they told Mary that she was going to have baby Jesus, or when they told Joseph to marry Mary, and even when they told the shepherds. Generally they come in peace, but they are warriors as well, and I think that's pretty cool to think about, that God's fighting for us and He wants the best for us, and that is why He sent Jesus. So it looks like we are almost done with the tree. We're just working our way around all the popcorn strings and paper snowflakes that Darren decorated with. We'll just finish up this last little area here and go from there. Just add a few shadows to kind of make popcorn pop a little bit more even from the tree. And it doesn't even have to be too much, just enough to give it a little more separation and a little bit of depth. So we are using the point of the crayon to get a little bit of a harder shadow as we finish up here. And I think that about wraps up the tree. And I think we'll just finish up a little bit with the shadow around Darren, and I think we did add a little bit of yellow from the star light, so I think we'll go ahead and do that again, just a little bit on top of the popcorn. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. We'll just add that real quick. A little bit of lighting. So let's color Darren's mom next. We're starting out with the lighter green, and we'll just go along the top and work our way down. Oh, wrong color. Let's start again. I don't think it will hurt too much to switch colors at this point. As Bob Ross used to say, there's only happy accidents, not mistakes. Or something to that effect. Yeah, we'll just keep going with Darren's mom. We'll go around her eye and work our way through her nose. And that's where we'll start. There we go. And if you remember, Darren doesn't quite realize what's going on quite yet, but he does know that he just found his first piece. So what do you think will happen? You can leave your comments. You can leave your guess in the comments below, and we'll find out together as we go through this countdown to Christmas. But I think Darren is pretty excited to figure out what's going on, and he looks pretty happy to get the angel to his nativity. Alright, so it looks like we're about halfway done with Darren's mom, and we're just keeping at it. I am using a little more side of the crayon just to cover a bigger area quicker. And then around the edges, I kind of use more of the point to get the finer details. once again, I do want to say thank you for joining us. And I do hope that if you haven't watched the first days, that you'll go back and color with us. But if you're just jumping in, that's cool too. We do have a good time. All right, let's go ahead and add some shadows to Darren's mom around her chin and her arms, kind of like we did for Darren. But yeah, feel free just to jump right in. We do enjoy seeing your artwork as well, so if you have been coloring along with us, go ahead and drop pictures in the comments. We love to see what you're doing. And even if you haven't been coloring with us, you can go ahead and drop what you have been working on. We love to encourage you in what you're doing. All right, so let's color in Darren's mom's spots on her elbow and neck. That's what we'll do next with our teal that we've been using. And just the ones on her feet, we'll get those as well. And we'll finish off Darren's mom that way. And we'll go in and add a little bit of shadow around her legs. That creates a bit of depth in our picture. So we'll do that, and we'll make her back leg a little darker as well. Doesn't have to be a whole lot darker, just enough. All right, there we go. Well, let's see, what should we color next? Yeah, I did do the floor and the wall, but I think we'll start with the angel next. And I am going for more of a wooden nativity look, because in my head Darren's a little younger, so he wouldn't play with glass nativities or something that could break. And in this story, I did kind of think about one of the nativities my mom has for mostly for my younger nephew, but my niece and older nephews used to play with it too. It's just a simple wooden nativity that's just fun for kids to play with. So that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was designing this art. And man, my mom, she has so many nativities and angels, and she has knitted angels that she hangs on her tree, and she has glass nativities and wooden nativities and really elaborate nativities and really simple nativities too. And yes, we did have an angel tree topper growing up because my mama loves angels. So it was always a thing growing up. All right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and do the floor. We'll use our brown again. We'll just start in this little area here and work our way out to the bigger areas. There, let me move that so you can see better. And once again, I'm using the point of the crayon and then to get in the detailed areas, and then the side of the crayon to kind of block in the big areas. So we'll just finish up this color, and then we'll add our floorboards like we've been doing. And that's always fun. Kind of a cool detail. And that's the thing about coloring. You can add your own lines if you want to make the page look exactly how you see it in your head. And I think that's the really cool thing about art in general. No matter if you're coloring somebody else's design or coming up with your own. Alright, we'll just do the floorboards in here. Like so. And then we'll actually make the boards. So we'll add a few little vertical lines so you can see that's not just one long board. And there we go. I think that looks good. Alright, let's take our handy dandy blue crayon and we'll color the wall. Start up here in this corner. And we'll work our way around Darren's mom. Then we'll work our way around down towards the floor. So yeah, I'm excited for you to come along on this journey with us and go on this adventure that is Darren's Christmas countdown. And I hope you will continue to join us as we anticipate Christmas, kind of like Darren's doing. And we're just working our way down the wall around Darren using the side of our crayon again. And around the angel we go. Then we'll just fill in this last area around Darren. And we're just almost done with the first coat of the wall. And we will be using our gray again. So we'll start where we did with the blue and work our way down again like we did. And the gray is not super heavy, but just enough to kind of desaturate the blue. So you get more of a gray blue than a stark blue. Yeah, I hope you are enjoying yourself as you color. And we're just working our way down with the gray around the Christmas tree. Around the angel we go. Just adding a little more gray, and then we'll move down to around Darren. We want to say thank you again for joining us as we wrap up here. Don't forget to share the video if you would. And we are just about done on day 5. Just finishing up this last little area around Darren's mom. And there we go. We hope to see you back again tomorrow, and happy coloring, everybody.